So, over the last 4 days, the Democratic National Party held their convention. A lot of people, you know what I mean, getting up there and talking, and, you know, everybody really, you know, eating it up, you know, throwing their hands in the air like they just don't care damn near. So it's you know, what I didn't hear is what's in it for us? What's in it for the black community besides the same old thing we've been getting from these parties? What's in it for us, for real? You know, I didn't hear anybody mention a contract with Black America. And I don't know why, because it's one of the most comprehensive reform documents that's come about in a long time that could really address the problem. The way it look, they don't have a plan. Everybody's, you know, talking about get Trump out, get Trump out, get Trump out. If you vote, that's going to happen on the first day. So now what? Trump out, now what? What? What do we get in the first 100 days? That's what we're trying to figure out. What do we actually get that they could give us overnight like that? They just pulled $3 trillion out their ass and gave it to their friends. That's American taxpayer money. That's your money that they just gave away. And then there's 42% of black businesses closing. None of that money. Where's our fucking bailout? Where's the bailout? Not the PPP loan that they didn't give us. Where's the bailout? I don't want to hear about deficit. I don't want to hear about what our generations gonna have to pay. Because if we don't have shit, they ain't gonna have shit anyway to pay nothing. So we gotta start something right now. Democrats don't seem like they got a plan. Republicans don't seem like they got a plan for us. So how the hell you gonna vote for them? Make them earn that vote. They can start today. They ain't got it yet. They can start today. Make their ass earn that vote, man. Stop playing with these people, and they'll stop playing with you.
Shout out to Cube, man. That was heartfelt, and it was real, and it was raw. And to say what he said is not true would be a lie, you know. It don't really seem like much people have a plan for us. See, but the only difference is, right, the Republicans got a plan for them. The Democrats just don't have a plan yet. So we have an opportunity to format a plan with them, because the Republicans got a plan. You see, they bailing out everybody rich. They making sure all of their people is good. They definitely have a plan. They just don't have a plan for us. The Democrats just need to be crafted. Now, my issue with, you know, and I think Cube, what he's saying, most of it is on point. It's just late. You know, it's just months late. When we was trying to pick a Democratic, you know, candidate, when we had opportunities to people we could have sat down and had these real conversations with, and demanded that they do things for us, and created our own, you know, our own candidate, wrapped ourselves around a candidate that we came to with our agenda and sat down with. Those were conversations we were supposed to have months ago, but we didn't have that conversation. We missed the ball. So at this point, to withhold your vote is voting for Trump, because the reality is, if we don't vote, right, Trump's base is still going to vote. So you not voting is voting for Trump, right? And the only issue with that is, whether you vote or not, you're still going to follow the law. You're going to pay the taxes that they tell you to pay. You're not going to run the lights. The health care you don't get, you still got to be accountable for. So by not voting and still following the rules that's made by the person who's in office doesn't really make sense, Q. Everything else makes sense. Like, I get it. We need to hold people accountable, but we need to put somebody in office that we have some level of access to. We need to put somebody in office that we know is surrounded by people that we have access to. We need to have someone in office that even if we fight with them, we know that the people surrounding them can somewhat get into their ear that have our best interests in hand. To not vote, to not, just think about that. Because I want to say it again. If we don't vote, you vote for Trump. Because his base, we didn't vote for him before. We never voted for him. And he still won. So when you don't vote, you guaranteeing that he wins. And how are you going to put somebody who already got an agenda? He got an agenda. His agenda is to make sure that his people continue. They giving out billions of dollars to whoever. He's making sure that his people is winning. This is a fact. He got an agenda. Now, you're right. I don't think the Democrats have an agenda that fits us right now. I really don't. But I think that I'd rather fight with them and push them to get that agenda than try to change somebody's whole agenda. Do you get the difference? We can't change Trump's agenda. His agenda is flat out what it is. We know what it is. He's blatant about it. He's giving billions of dollars to his people. He's bailing them out. He's making sure that you don't move into the communities. He said you don't have to worry about low-income people moving. He has no intention at all to help us. He just don't. And when he does it, it's out of strategy. Anything he gives us is strategy. Let me just give to my African American so I can get a vote. So we know what we're dealing with, Q. So telling people not to vote is harming us. It's not, you know what I'm saying? I think you one of the dopest, brothers of our time, as an entrepreneur, as a thinker, as a leader, and all those things. But this right here is not really responsible. Because you giving us no option. It's like saying, don't go to trial, but you still gonna get life anyway. Don't fight your case. Fuck that. I ain't even going to court. I'm not even gonna try to win my case. I'm just gonna sit in the cell and do life. What is your alternative? If you telling people not to vote, then tell them don't follow the rules. Don't pay taxes. Don't go to the schools. Don't get the health care. Don't do nothing that's going to be under the government. Because if you're not going to vote and have a say in who is the person that implements rules that could govern you, and you just going to follow the rules anyway, that don't really make sense to me. Now, I understand. Of course, I'm pissed off too. I don't really like the direction neither one of these parties are moving. I don't like, but I feel that as a black man in America, understanding that we have people that I know, I can't support a party. It's just me. I can't support a party that is made up of 1% black people. I'm not just talking about the people who voted. I'm talking about the people in office. It's 1% of us that's in office. You can't tell me that white people know better for me than I do. You just can't. I don't want to believe that. You cannot tell me that the white man knows what's better for me than I know. And I'm not going to go for that. So, I want to have this conversation, and I want us to definitely come with an agenda. But I'd rather give my agenda to somebody who I don't think got it together than to give my agenda to somebody who already got an agenda and try to move them off the agenda.